So where are you on the face of the clock dial? That's an interesting question, isn't it? The clock dial, look at it in your mind's eye. High noon, what does high noon represent? High noon is when last year was the best year in your life in all respects, personally, financially, relationships. It's all really good. Your health is fantastic. Outside looking in, it looks good, and it is. What's 3 o'clock? You have to be aware of 3 o'clock. If you think you're at noon, or if you are, be aware that the hands on the clock dial never stand still. They always move. What is 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock is where something's changed. You know it, but no one else does. Only you know. An example of someone at 3 o'clock. A number of years ago, I had a friend who was a Delta pilot. He was well positioned in the Delta Union, and what he knew as a result of his union position was there would soon be a massive layoff. So to the outside looking in, things looked fantastic. No one knew, but he knew something had changed. Where are you on the face of the clock dial? If you're at high noon, be aware the hands on the dial will move. What if you're at 3 o'clock? What if you're at 3 o'clock? You know something's changed, but no one else does. How I wish I could leap through this lens right now and grab you and in the most kind, loving, and gentle way shake you a little bit and say, wake up. The hands on the clock dial will continue to move. And today is the moment to act, because people will respond to your message of new opportunity completely differently when they look at you as one who is at noon. When they look at you as one whose life is great. They'll respond to your message because you have something for them, not because you need them. You know what I've experienced in my life quite frequently when the hands on the clock dial start moving the wrong way. The move from 3 to 6 is fast. What's noon? Last year was the best year in your life. The next year looks better still. The hands move. 3 o'clock. Something's changed. You know it, no one else does. 6 o'clock. What is 6 o'clock? That's when something's changed and the world's become aware of it. That's after the news went public. Delta's having massive layoffs and the individual in question is a part of that layoff or is at risk. Now when that same person calls and says, I have opportunity for you, when that same person calls, suddenly it's this individual needs me. You see how dramatically it's changed? The same message, but the receipt of that information is so very, very different in that moment in time. But where are you on the face of the clock dial? If you're at high noon, be aware this is the moment to leverage your every past success. Be aware that people will listen to your message now with eagerness because of your success. What if it's 3 o'clock? If it's 3 o'clock, it looks the same to everybody else, but you know it's a little bit different. Your husband or wife might not even know yet. It's time to act as those hands continue to move. By the time 6 o'clock comes, we find ourselves rapidly heading towards a moment of travail. What is 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock is when something changed and we failed to act. 9 o'clock is when, unfortunately, relationships get shattered. 9 o'clock is when suddenly the bill collector's calls seem to come far too frequently. 9 o'clock is when that which seemed to be a fairy tale so recently, the bubble has burst. Now, I am one who's had an exciting life experience. I've raced around that clock a few times, and over the years I've learned a few very, very important lessons. What I've learned is that, first of all, it takes something extraordinarily powerful to stop the progression of the hands and turn them back the other way. It takes something of profound importance that resonates with people. You have found such a thing if you care to open your eyes totally to the possibilities made available to you through Kannaway and its remarkable product offerings, which include CBD or cannabidiol. That kind of a message freezes people in their tracks and makes them willing to open their eyes and to listen, irrespective of where we as individuals may find ourselves on the clock dial. I've even learned it's possible to turn those hands back. And finally, I think and I hope that I've learned how to always live my life between noon and 3. It's not about me, it's about you. Where are you on the face of the clock dial? Might it be time for you, given the movement of those hands, to open your eyes to the possibility of engaging yourself in a company, a concept, a product, and a movement that has the capacity to freeze those clock dials from negative progression and turn them back around? I hope so. This is a magic moment. Join me.